And welcome back to Unterwegs from Düsterburg, where we will uncover the murder of Wilhelm von Junzt. There's some decorative vases in the cupboard. Pretty boring. Just candles and some cinder. Nothing useful. I'm gonna be very thorough. Rather suspicious tea set. Another rather suspicious tea set. What do we have here? There's a note stuck between the drawers. I wonder what it says. Yours is the kind of face that sheep must count at night when they can't sleep. Signed, Jupiter and Peter. Very funny. A really impressive fireplace. Maybe there's a treasure hidden in there. No, just old suit. You actually looked into the fireplace. The forbidden gates, the lurk at the threshold, the unnameable. The whisper in darkness, Hugo West, Reanimator. Nameless. Hugo West, Reanimator. I think that might be a reference to... what was it called? Dead Rising, I think. Just a little bit changed, if I'm not completely wrong right now. Nameless City, all written by him apparently. At least it makes me think of it, you know. But I don't know, I can't nail it down right now. Let's see. I'm gonna investigate the kitchen a little bit more. Could we talk to you for a moment? Sure, no problem. What do you think, Peter? Nah, it's alright. It probably is about Mr. von Junzt, isn't it? Yes, we are really sorry to bother you with this now. It's alright. We're used to some cruelty, you know? When you live with an author like that, it's quite normal. You call that normal? Well, have you seen the paintings hanging everywhere? That's a good point. Concerning his death, could you tell us where you've been while the rest of us were in the saloon? Sure. We are both in the garden, digging pitfalls for Reinhard. Reinhard? Who's that now? Oh, it's the gardener who works here. Reinhard Falkenwald. But at the moment he's on holiday. A nervous breakdown. So is there no gardener here at the moment? That now is the circle of suspects. Is there anything else? Yes, did anyone see you digging holes in the garden? Of course not. If they did, it wouldn't be a surprise anymore. Well, that's true. So they could have murdered him, and we have a knife with Die Willem. And the island of Dr. Moriarty. Who would have thought it? Derelict likes cheesy detective stories. Apart from the laundry, there's nothing exciting in here. I can't see anything at all. Yes, the artist didn't quite capture him. You mean to say that thing is a person? He always had a bit of trouble with the girls, if you know what I mean. But he's actually a fine chap. Haven't heard of him in forever. Of course not. He's always terribly busy. And he can't write either. I still don't think I'd want to meet him even in daylight. Look at that. There's a book under the sheets. Poison and Tonics, Volume 2. Not exactly a bedtime reading of an Angel of Innocence, especially considering the cause of Mr. von Junz's death. You think the old servant killed his master? You bet. And with him being just dead there, maybe it was poison. Because with a knife, it would need to be bloody. Let's look around a little bit more. There's nothing in the cupboard. Delphos has dusted it off pretty good. Maybe getting rid of evidence. The Dying Crest of Unknown Kadath. The Castle of Ulthar. The Nameless City. At the Mountains of Madness. In the Vault. And the King in Yellow. The shadow over Düsterburg. Not the shadow over Innsmouth. The Seven Geeses. The Rats in the Walls. Königsberg Horror. The Case of Ambrose Bierce. The Shadow Out of Time. Escape from Monkey Island. Samuel Maximus, the Hound. Oh no. Guybrush Threepwood. Dusters and other depressing things. Brightly polished silverware. Enough to turn even a seasoned warrior into a rogue. The books here? Oof. Looks like a grotesque bloody mess. A poor painting. Why? The Shuggers are a proud race, even if they're obscenely ugly. The artist should have taken that into account. I don't think he knew these things as well as you do. Laundry, nothing but laundry. Let's talk to the others. You should first interview all the parties involved before we discuss. Can I do something for you, gentlemen? Well, we would like to ask you a question or two about the death of Mr. von Junzt. Ask your questions then, and then leave again. I have no time to waste on you. Don't worry, it's a small and very simple question. Where were you until Derlev called us all into the saloon? Are you saying I am a murder suspect? Everyone is a suspect until the evidence establishes a culprit. So, would you please answer the question? Take it easy. The answer may surprise you, but I spent the entire time playing the flute in this room. You have to arrest me now? No, certainly not, Mr. Sun. Nevertheless, I ask you not to leave the house until the matter has been cleared up. If that makes you happy. Derlev is the whole time with him. Lo and behold, what is hidden in that little coat? A bottle of suspicious liquid. It smells very pungent. That's gotta be poison. I'd like to be alone now, Mr. Grandy. I liked him better when his lips were still firmly anchored to his flute. So he's got poison in there. But maybe that's just Derlev trying to hide his tracks. Ah, how nice to see you all. Please remember that you wanted to play that song for me, my dear Tarius. That's all well and good, Mrs. Serena. But we actually came here to talk about the death of Mr. von Junzt. What a pity, and also how tragic. Poor Mr. von Junzt. I haven't even had a chance to read his latest manuscript. Manuscript? I'm sure I mentioned that I'm a patron of the arts, right? Well, an art doesn't end up with a canvas and oil paint, you know. Actually, I'm here to read the manuscript of the latest work of the Masters of the Macabre, and possibly to buy it. Certainly very interesting, Miss Serena. But may we still ask you a question about the death of Mr. von Junzt? Certainly. Why not? Well, where were you before Derlev called us into the saloon? Grandy, you don't believe that, Miss Lady Serena? Stop right now, brother. Don't bother, Tarius. Mr. Grandy is only doing what he has to do, and I have nothing to hide. I was here in my room. Tarius can testify to that, because we were here together. Yeah, that's true, Grandy. I think this will do. We've heard enough. If Tarius says that Miss Serena is telling the truth, then that will be true. Very well. If there's anything else, you find me here. And good luck. Yeah, called the Ghoul Panoptic Manuscripts and Conan the Barbarian. Necronomicon, the 42 doxologies of the Nameless One, and the Grimoire. Cheap junk, no doubt about it. Oh, you can take a look at that picture there. What kind of horrible creature is this again? Oh, once you get to know him, he's actually quite alright. He knows all of these creatures. Well, how can I help? We'd like to ask you some questions about the death of Mr. von Junzt. What more is there to ask? He was old. It was about time for him. Without wanting to seem particularly morbid, I think the world is better off without him. I should perhaps add that we are still investigating murder, Mr. Bloch. Oh, this just gets better and better. Am I now also a suspect of murder? Just tell us where you were after Derleth caught us all in the saloon. Where should I have been? Here, of course. I've been waiting as I have been all day for an audience with His Majesty. Incidentally, I find it unbelievably impertinent to now also... No one is accusing you, Mr. von Bloch. Please just answer one last question. Yeah, sure. Was there anything unusual, anything strange about the body? Something unusual? Like what? Well, something that doesn't add up. I don't know, abnormalities? Yeah, there was indeed something. The body was still warm when I examined it. So von Junzt couldn't have been dead for very long, could he? Yes, that's right. I hope this helps you and I can start my journey home soon. Thank you, Mr. von Bloch. You may have helped us more than you think. There's a magazine in the drawer. Irma for the Modern Lady. What if that belongs to Bloch? Ugh. Looks like some winged monstrosity on some kind of pedestal. I wonder how he's doing. I don't want to know, I don't want to know, I don't. Yeah, but nothing else here. So we've talked to everyone, and I think Derleth is the most likely suspect. Oh, all the parties? Who did we... Oh, we haven't talked to Derleth yet, have we? Is there anything else I can do for you, gentlemen? Indeed, Mr. Derleth. We have a few questions for you, if you don't mind, that is. Well, if you could ask your questions quickly, Mr. Grandy. I don't like to see Mr. von Junst's peace disturbed like this. It's actually just one question. Please describe how you found Mr. von Junzt. I was just going to put some candles in the hall for dinner, and when I entered I saw him lying there. After that I rushed straight to the saloon. I don't know exactly why, but I think I just didn't want to be alone with the corpse. We understand that, of course, Mr. Derleth. We'll be going now. Very suspicious. Let's take a look at von Junzt. We can't take a further look. So I think Derleth is the one that killed him. Everything points at him. Poison. And a sign. It's time to evaluate the testimonies. Bloch says the corpse was still warm when he examined it. That means the murder must be someone from the late night company. But who? Derleth would be too obvious, wouldn't he? After all, he wouldn't have been so stupid as to call us all, would he? But perhaps that's exactly the conclusion he wanted us to draw. Besides, everyone except us seems to assume that the master of the house died of natural causes. Let's move on. Sun seems rather shady to me. I wonder if he was really in his room all this time. He was in his room. Read his damn flute all the time. Then Bloch, he was pretty quick with his diagnosis. What reason could he have to assume murder? That leaves us with Lady Serena. That's not true, Granny. We haven't considered the two boys yet either. She's grown on you, hasn't she, your little Serena? What is it with you all the time? Why are you always so mean to Miss Serena? Tarius, we don't know anything about the woman. Just think about everything we've been through. We cannot just trust anyone who seems likable. Bah, I guess what you really don't want is for me to have found someone. You've got your Grandy. I'd be happy to lend him to you. Quiet! We don't want to fight here. We want to solve the murder. I suggest we call a meeting. So gather the others. We'll meet in the study of Mr. von Junzt. And I will just blame Derleth. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Even if many of you do not believe us, we are sure that the death of Mr. von Junzt was not a coincidence. We know your assumptions, Mr. Grandy. Do you have anything to say beyond that? I do indeed, Mr. Bloch. The murder of Wilhelm von Junzt is in this room. Doesn't anyone have anything to say about this? You have to be a bit clearer, Mr. Grandy. Here's nothing. The murder of Wilhelm von Junzt is... Derleth. Well, that is really an outrageous insinuation. I demand to see the evidence you have to present. We found this very interesting book, Mr. Derleth. There is no question that you know a lot about poisons. So do I. Though, I don't suppose that you want to call me a murderer, well, gentlemen. I think we're just wasting time here. What? That was a miss. You could say that again, Mr. Grandy. I suggest everyone goes to bed now. Tomorrow, when everyone is no longer so tense, the matter can be discussed calmly over breakfast. Good night. I've made a complete fool of myself. It's not your fault, darling. You simply don't have a single useful clue to solve this tricky case. If only Dankwart were here. He knows about these things. Dankwart? Yeah, he would have known how. No, wait a minute, Grandy. Didn't you notice anything with regard to Dankwart, I mean? What do you mean? Dankwart had disappeared for years. This von Junzt has certainly not heard about him after all has happened to him either. Am I right? Sure thing, yes. No one in Königsberg is likely to have heard of his fate, let alone his return. So I wonder why neither von Junzt nor Derleth said another word about Dankwart. When I hear about a long-lost friend, I want to know as much as possible about his whereabouts. What are you saying is that Mr. von Junzt was not at all who he seemed to be? I'm not quite... Who may that be now? I'll go and see. Keep in the background a bit, Libra. We'll save you again. Derleth, you're the last person I expected to see right now. Please do not speak so loudly. I have a secret of great consequence to entrust to you. Is this supposed to be a confession? Then I wonder why you're coming up with it now. Mr. Grandy, through your investigations you have proved to us that you may care about the fate of my master. We must therefore assume that you have spoken the truth in all other regards. Which is why we decided to show us to you, Mr. Grandy. We? Please come with your friends to his lordship's study, but please be extremely discreet. It would be best not to show yourself to anyone, Mr. Grandy. Alright, Mr. Derleth. I'll be there shortly. Who was at the door? I was beginning to worry. It was Derleth. And somewhere it was odd he talked about how we had always told the truth. Now he wants to reveal himself to us. Honestly, I have no idea what this is supposed to mean, but we are to come to the study discreetly. Then let's quickly pick up tires. I still have to apologize for our argument earlier anyway. I'm afraid we'll have to postpone for that later. Tires is probably with Miss Serena, and Derleth said we shouldn't show ourselves to anyone. Fine then. It's probably better we leave the two alone. Tyrus may be my little brother, but I have no right to treat him like a child, so let's go. And let's save again. The rabbits again. Fun episode. Now I'm curious to see what awaits us in there. Mr. von Junzt? I think I have a confession to make. Come in and let's talk. Follow me, please. What's the meaning of this, Mr. von Junzt? Just be patient. We cannot talk undisturbed here, so now follow me. You must know, in the years of my activity as an observer of the occult, I've picked up quite a few tricks. Oh? Mr. Van Junzt, what is this all about? Well, to give the truth is due, I faked my death. I was almost dead too, but how and why? I used a certain potion to put the body into a death-like state. It's often mentioned in tragedies. But the reason for my decision, I wanted to forestall my pursuers. Huh? I'm writing an important book, Mr. Grandy. A true magnum opus. Von unaussprechlichen Kulten. Is much less fiction, much less novel than my other works have been so far. It's all kind of standard work of dark cults and rituals, a compendium of dark knowledge. And who wants to kill you for that? An angry editor? The dark forces themselves had it in for me for a long time. I knew that soon an emissary would come to kill me. And why did you put your plan into action just now? I mean, faking your death. You must have understand. The house is full of people who would have good reason to put me out of business. And then, supposed acquaintances of a long-lost friend come to my door, bringing with them the son of the dark god. Apart from their love, no one knows about my plan. I want to keep it that way. I'm safer that dead than alive. When you look at it that way, it kind of makes sense, but now you trust us? Don't think I'm gullible. But I saw the lengths you went to in order to find my murderer. And that reminded me of good old Dankford. I began to believe in your friendship with him, and began to trust. For I need your help. Help? What do you need us for? We are to eliminate the only person I suspected other than you, the true emissary of the dark cult. And who is that, Mr. Van Junzt? Lady Serena. What? There's no doubt possible. I made a sign of war on her, as I did on you. She's a follower of evil, Grandy. Your dark companion, if the stories are true, will be able to confirm it. Serena carries with her the taint of darkness. Tarius! What? We must get to him immediately. He may be in grave danger. Don't say the young man is with her. That's bad. Very bad. Hurry up, bring him here. Maybe I can still do something. I have to be quick. Otaro's life is in danger. Let's go up there and check that room very quickly. Damn, we're too late, they both disappeared. Let's hurry back to Mr. Van Junzt. Maybe he has an idea where they might have gone. Oh shit. Do you have an idea where they are? I see you returned without your young friend. What happened? Serena's made off with tarius. I don't know how she bewitched him into following her. Love is a hard master, especially when you get to taste it for the first time. You know this woman? Where could she have gone? Surely she has a dwelling around here. Down the street to the fountain. It's the only half-timbered house directly on the square. Let's hope we're not too late. Ah, damn. Can we save here? Yeah, we can. Let's be quick. Check the house. Pitch black in here. Should I make some light? Might as well just get out your drums and start singing. Okay, what's in here? Nothing. Someone should have had this door oiled. That was nearby. Stop making me nervous. Just a kitchen. Thinks this lady stores away in the kitchen cupboards. An elixir. Let's see up there. Grandy, we don't have the time to search Serena's records. Okay. Tarius! Oh shit. Say something, little brother. He's dead. But that can't be. It can't end like this, not now. We have to keep going, Libra. That woman can't be far. Then go look for her, you two. Spill more blood as if heaven spilled enough already. Malter is right. The only thing we can do now is to prevent his murderers from committing more atrocities. Quick! There's someone else in the house. Pull yourself together, Libra. I'm certain you're used to this. You probably see corpses day in and out, but I'm not quite there yet. Libra, get your act together. Who keeps reminding me all the time that we're on a mission? So if you really are the tough woman you keep playing up, then quit your whining and come with us. You're right. Let's get them. To avenge Tarius. Vampires. All of them at once. Master will be pleased. And we haven't fought for a long time, but yeah, we are back at fighting. Thundering Typhoons and Damnation. We'll see the first battles of... first abilities of Malthur. The Nameless Hordes. That hurt. So, heal all, and another Damnation. Here we go. Oof. That's a lot of damage you can do. And decay. Damn. He really likes to enclose it with darkness. Maybe we can do a solar plexus just for the sake of it. Ah, damn it, we can't stun her. There we go. She slips away. Wahnfried was right. There's more to you than meets the eye. Surrender or you will taste my blade. For that you will need to catch me first. Ah, come here. Damn, is she fast. Up here. Wow. She's fast. She just outran us on the slope like nothing. If there's one thing the servants of the Dark God are good at, it's running. But she won't escape us. It's the only path leading up here. We've got her now. So, magic potion, we gotta restore the magic powers. Colony of bats and vampires. So, precise hit on the vampiress, a flame strike, and damnation. Ow! That hurt really. Nah, we'll cast here all just to be sure. What a waste of mana. And level 40 reached. What actually becomes of these beasts? At Düsterburg Castle we encountered vampires that we could not defeat with our weapons. They were either bloodsuckers from Wahnfried's spawn or very old and powerful vampires. These here are lesser creatures. They perish in a sea of flames and stench and land directly in the bone granaries of the Dark God, who they adore so much. I suspect these vampires here were created by a harbinger of Wahnfried as bodyguards, in case his plans with Düsterburg failed. Oh? Hey, with that blade or a taste ours. States of business, sir. Sasol? I have a date with destiny. If you continue to talk so pompously, you will get it. This is a matter of life and death, so give it to me straight. You have the manners of a peasant, good man, but seem to have your heart in the right place. Bollocks. My heart is on the left, just like with every other normal man. He's talking about the proper spot, Grandy. Your dark companion has taken off his mask. Anyway, I already recognized him the first time. Greetings, Smelter, son of the unspeakable. Your reputation precedes you as well, Sir Hyena. But time is too short to exchange pleasantries. Have you seen a woman, dark blonde, around 30 years old? Indeed. She came by Argenania while we're still busy with the welcoming committee. You know where she went? I must apologize, but I was unfortunately too busy to be distracted by her feminine charm. So be it. We'll find her anyway. She's probably hiding somewhere in the house. Why don't you join us? We could do with an extra sword arm. Unfortunately, I have to decline the offer. One of these creatures struck my arm and the wound needs to be tended. As you wish. Until later then. Can we help you with your wound? Thank you, but I will manage. Empty and empty. More vampires. Oh, that was easy. Precise hit on the vampires. Condemnation again. There we go. Hey! What if it didn't blow up? She must be one of Wahnfried's spawn. We have to find her coffin if we don't want her to hunt us again and again. Yep. Very quickly though with the magic potion. That coffin is closed now. Yep. Whoa. There's the wrench. Onward, Grandy. Grab your hammer and finish her off. Wouldn't you rather do it? I don't have any experience in these matters. And it's high time you started getting some. If you want, I can hold the stake. Or your hand if you prefer. Thank you. I think I can manage without holding hands. There we go. There's nothing left to do for us. What do we have here? Door's locked. Not only that, It sends a mighty protective spell over that door. There's no way through it. What do we have in here? Empty. The butcher's knife here could also serve quite well as a dagger. A dagger found. Cobweb. Nothing else. What do we have here? Definitely Wahnfried's taste. Ah. Vampire bat and some colonies of bats again. Sword dance on the vampire bat. Flame strike and damnation. Yeah, easy. Come on, die. Nah. So what do we have here? Oh, we know him. Zeram. But now he's gonna get it. Yeah, once away again. Coward. Oh, Soul is no longer here. But I want to save anyways. If there was still skin on it, you could certainly find 2 punctures on the neck. Nothing that could help us. Oh, a golden amulet. A little dusty perhaps, but with a little polish. A magic amulet. That's it. Dust and darkness. Nothing that could help us. Oh, the door's open. Holy smokes, Solomon's soul. There you are. I didn't hear you come in. Please excuse me for one more moment. After all, we don't want his head to grow back. Impressive performance. Are you going to tell us what this is all about? An old score at Cello Saram. I was on my way to Düsterburg when I learned that he was hiding in Königsberg with his lord and master. That saved me a lot of time. What was that stuff which you pulverized him? That? Serbian fire. Very rare, very costly and immensely effective against vampires. Just the stuff we need. Where do you get something like that? Not at all outside of Serbia. The Serbians are very careful with ensuring that no potential enemies get their hands on it. But you can have the rest of mine. I don't need it anymore. For real? That's very generous of you. 10 vials of Serbian fire. I'll return to my home in Tirat and rebuild my life there from scratch. The time of fighting is over for me. Farewell. Soul? Yes? What can we do with this stuff? All kinds of things. For example, you can use it as a projectile weapon, especially against vampires. They can't stand it. However, it also exceeds in poisoning a vampire's refuge. How so? Just toss the vial into his coffin. A vampire is bound to his homeland. If he wants to travel, he is forced to take a sufficient supply of home soil with him, in which to rest. Usually his supplies are limited, so it is often useful to make his coffins or crates full of earth unusable for him. If you succeed in destroying all his resting places, he will no longer have any refuge and will have to die miserably. What do you think, Maltur? Is Wahnfried from Königsberg? He certainly used to ravage this place, that's for sure. You will know when you find one of his coffins if there is soil in it. Then he is a traveler. So keep an eye on your supplies. Who knows how many coffins your friend has hidden in the city? The man knows his trade. He could have been useful to us. Why? Everything he said was already known to me. I beg your pardon? You never shared that you had this knowledge with us. There was no need, and besides, nobody asked for it. Accidentally skipped the dialogue. Healing potion found. If I were to put something in here, the shelf would collapse. And the good old Daggerfall music.
How can it be? How did you get through the door?
Well, I'll assume Salem forgot to lock it. A mistake cost him his head.
I expect no mercy from you. If the Dark Father has decided that he wants me by his side, then let it be done.
Sadly, I could provide the Dark Father, but how about the Dark Son in the meantime? Dearest?
It is really you, the son of our Lord. Please forgive me for recognizing you sooner under the hood and in the blackness of the night.
Stop whimpering, woman. I've renounced the Dark God many ages ago. And all my life I have despised the vermin that wriggle before him in the mud of the earth. But if you want to believe the vapid promises of his prophets, then you are beyond help by any stretch of the imagination. A place at his side? Bah! You will be plunged into the deepest chasms. Here will be languish with shattered bones until the end of days. The fact that you are young and beautiful will hardly be to your advantage. I know a few particularly repulsive demons who will not miss the opportunity to visit you from time to time, to enjoy the magnificence of your body.
You've betrayed your father, your fate!
I myself chose my fate. And I have decided that I will use the time I have remaining to repent for the thousands of souls I have sacrificed for him. We don't have all night, Maltur. I'm sure this woman knows where he can find Wahnfried. You have a choice, Serena. Either you spill the beans, or Maltur will give you a little glimpse of the torments that lie ahead.
No, Grandy. I've heard of this man's abilities. You must not let him lay a hand on me.
Let him? I will ask him to do it.
But I don't know anything. I'm a victim of this bloodsucker myself.
I can see this getting us nowhere. Maltur, if you would please pull out your brain melter. With the greatest pleasure.
No, have mercy. I can't stand pain.
Except you're the one if you are the one causing it, right?
Please, I will tell you everything.
Ooh. I was afraid we'd actually have to do it. Now spit it out. Where is Wahnfried hiding?
I can't say that for sure.
Are you really trying this again now?
No, Sir Grandy. It was my mission to find Duke Wahnfried's refuge, in case things went badly for him in Düsterburg. I will...
Whoa. Now we've got him. Wrongly worm.
What is this?
A magic barrier. Did I hear you right, my love? You were going to give away my refuge to those wretched maggots?
No, Master, I would never do that. I'm devoted to your body and soul. You know that.
I thought I knew, but I'm beginning to doubt.
Master, please, don't hurt me. You know I can't stand pain.
Don't be scared, darling. You won't feel a thing. Holy smokes, what is he doing? He's twisting her head. Oh, Grandy, that's not your day, is it? First your young friend bites the dust, and now this traitor here does as well. You better give up before I take your wife.
He's always one step ahead of us. Killing people in front of our eyes, and there's nothing we can do but watch. We don't have the slightest chance against him. We are completely outmatched.
I disagree. The protection spell consumed an enormous amount of his strength. I sense him getting weaker and weaker by the end. His captain is dead, and he's lost one of his agents. We have him cornered. He takes refuge in threatening gestures to unsettle us. Otherwise, he would have destroyed us here and now.
You think so?
Look, there's some soil laying on the floor of the coffin. Excellent. This means that he is dependent on these coffins. If we can find all his coffins and then make them unusable, we've got him. Then let's get this going. Look, you can clearly see that there used to be a coffin lying around here. Here was another coffin. And there's the last one. Coffin number 3. That seems to have been all of them. So, we know that Wahnfried moved 3 coffins with soil out of here. I'm certain he hid them somewhere around town. But how can we find out where? Serena mentioned that she was responsible for Wahnfried's refuge. Maybe there's some sort of clue we can find. Now we know our task. But I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.